Good evening, dears. How are you all?
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening,
We are
ma'am.
fine,
Good
ma'am.
evening.
How are you,
Yes.
ma'am?
Can we?
Fine, ma'am.
Yes, good, ma'am. Thank you. Can we start our today's session?
Yes,
Yes,
So
ma'am.
we can discuss today 15 commandments for parents and teachers regarding children. One by one can share your points. First, I want
yes.
to welcome our Abni Susmit ma'am. Welcome.
Yes, ma'am.
Welcome, Abhini, ma'am. Welcome.
Welcome,
Thank you,
ma'am.
ma'am. Yes,
Yes.
thank you, ma'am. Thank you for inviting me.
Welcome, ma'am. Welcome.
Yes, ma'am. So today we are here to
You
discuss
can
about the
explain love and
commandments.
honor your child at all times. Next is consider and treat him with a dignity as an adult.
Yes. So we are here to discuss about the commandments for parents and teachers. And my point is to be talk about the love and honor your child at all times. And coming to my point, we all know that children need unconditional love, and most parents do love their children without any reservation. And like I believe that my child is a unique blessing in my life, and he deserves my respect and value. So if I expect my child to be able to love and honor me, then I have to be able to model it myself. So unconditional love is not just what we feel, it's what the object of our love feels. And most of the parents are fully like dedicated in meeting their child's physical needs, but however they are not thinking about much about their emotional needs. Like children also need certain emotional and love that we have to give them. And one of the needs that is essential for child's well-being is to need to be feel loved. And the first 6 years are extremely important in meeting their emotional needs. In early stages, like parents should speak all the love languages to the child, and there are certain love languages that we can express to the child to feel our love for them. Like the first is love, physical touch. Like it is the most natural way for parents. Like every child deserves it. Every child needs a physical touch of love that can express to our child with uh, we can hold them, we can keep them in our like a lap, or we can hug them, or we can kiss them. Like that way we can make the child like feel this physical love. With these kind of love can be expressed, and that is really very important. And all researchers indicates that children who have received this tender touch of love is more healthier emotionally than that who receives it less. So this physical touch of love is very important to express it. We can do all the things that is required, and that is really important for every child, and they deserve it also. And the next one is the act of service. Like it is a love language that you must speak in order for your child to survive. We know young children like infants, they are not able to do their things by their own. So we as a parent, we have to help our child. Like we have to feed them, clean them, we have to change them. And these all things we are doing because they are not able to do it by their own. And when she grows, you serve her by exposing to help them things with like to hear, to see, touch and feel and smell. Like that way we are gradually helping them. So we can this act of service is another unconditional love that we express to our children with because they are not able to do as infants, they are not able to do the things by their own, so we are expressing with these kind of things. And this is a love language that can be expressed with this unconditional love. And another one is like quality time. We know it is really very important. Like every child needs our attention, and they like need the time. We have to make a time for them. Like we may be busy in our life schedules, and we are not expressing our time. When child comes near to us, and if she want to tell something or all, we are telling like we are busy, we may be busy in our works, or we may be busy in our phone. And what we do is like we will listen to what the child is telling, but we are not looking into the child's eyes. But you have to look into the eye contact is very important. We have to look into the eyes when the child is trying to express something to you, so that way he will feel that I am giving the attention. Whatever busy I am, I have to make attention, I have to give the attention for my child, and the child will feel that Yes, my parents are giving importance to me more than anything. So that way he can feel the love. So we can always try to give time for them, whatever we see. We can even spend time with him with telling stories or within doing certain activities. Like if the child is coloring or painting or doing any like if we playing with the toys, we can also interact with him. We can also make him join we can also join with him, and that way he will feel like yes, my parents are also interacting with me, and he's also enjoying. We should enjoy with them, and also we can give full attention to them. That attention makes him more comfortable, and he will feel this love. So this way we can express, give the time for your child. And gift giving, gift giving is a concept that most of the kids began to understand by the age of 4. If you wrap a present to a child, the excitement that the child gets at the time is we can see that excitement, because every child likes to have gifts. So it doesn't mean that with his demands we have to give. Maybe child will tell like, if you gift me this, then only I will do these things. That time we should not gift. I mean, we can gift them for the good behavior. If the child is doing some good behaviors, we can give them some things that maybe he wished for something. At that wish we have to keep it in mind, and we can gift him for the good behavior, or occasionally for the birthday or any occasions we can gift him. So if you are gifting the child with for good behaviors, the child will feel like yes, I have received the gift because I have did something good and they appreciated me for this. So that excitement the child will make it feel like he will do it more and more, that the child will feel like yes, I have to do more and more. So that is a very good thing for expressing the love for your child. And the next one is words of affirmation. It can encourage and inspire the young child, praise her for the efforts what they do. When they are a young infant, or they will start when they the first step of their starting, like when they started to walk, we know child will fall down and then he will wake up. So that time we have to encourage them, the effort that the child has taken, that we have to encourage. And that will make the child more inspired to make it try it again and again. At the same way, as your child began her first attempt of reading, or first attempt of writing, that all can makes the effort of the child, and that should really be appreciated and encouraged. And that if we are encouraging, gradually your child will get more inspired to do it more and more perfect, and it will gradually increase his confidence in the way of I'm getting more confident. That is a very good way that we can express our love, and gradually the confidence also will increase. So every time, words of affirmation is also very important. Keep that also in the while we expressing our love for child, this is also very important. And notice something that they put effort to, like maybe small things, we will feel it will be small things, but the child has put a lot of effort to do that. So that effort we have to notice. At the same way, we have to encourage it and inspire him and appreciate him. That will make him more and more do it perfectly, and he will also do more good things. And as I already told, the eye level, it's also very important. Like some children may not look into our eyes while we speak. Try to make the child look into the eyes, and we also have to make the same eye contact. So then only what we are trying to express to the child will also receive the correct correct way. So eye contact is also very important while speaking to the child. And simply we can just hug the child. I already told, we can kiss them, we can tell them that I love you, then he also will feel like I love you too. Like that way we can express the love. It doesn't need any reason to express our love. Every time, if we get a time, just express this kind of love, and take a genuine interest in what your child is passionate about. Like maybe the child will be passionate any particular thing, we have to take a genuine interest. If the child is passionate about doing singing songs, or if he is passionate about doing any other activities, we have to always make them encourage. We have to make a genuine interest in that. Also we have to encourage him, so that that develops a strong relationship with the child. And surprise him for little things. Like we all love surprises, and children also love to have surprises. Small things is enough, like giving a small cookie or a toffee is enough for the child. If you're giving it surprisingly, that makes him excited. So he will get the feel of love, and he will enjoy everything, whatever things, little things we do to our child with love, that they receive it the maximum. So try to do all these kind of little things that can make a great changes. And when we are like lying in the bed, when night at time, when we lay the bed, we can tell them about the things that happened in the whole day, good things or any jokes. That also we can share before going to bed. We can tell about them, to discuss about the things that happened. All these can make them, like, let them sleep with a happy mood. Like if they are sleeping in a bad mood or anything, more than that, make them feel happy when they are going to sleep also. And praise their good things. Like I already tell, good behavior should be praised. So there are things like some parents are doing, like telling the child may be doing some naughty things, and that they are telling about that in front of others. You should never do like that. Always try to praise the good things to others. Like if your husband is coming after the job, and you can tell him that today he has done this kind of things, good things. When he praise about him, he will also feel happy, and that makes him more encouraged and happy. And that time he can feel the love from us. So prize his good behaviors and handle their feelings also seriously with care. Like some feelings may hurt them. Maybe he will be upset for something, or maybe he will be sad for something. We have to, as a adult itself, we have to express their, handle their feelings also seriously with care. And we can make solutions for that. We can understand and make solutions for that. And most of all, we have to understand what your child is. Try to understand as a teacher or a parent. First of all, we have to understand the child. What is his abilities? What is why he, when he becomes happy, when he becomes sad, what makes him hurt? Like everything and each and everything, emotionally and physically, we have to understand about the child. That is the most important as a parent or a teacher. First of all, try to understand your child. Then only we can develop according to that. We can make changes according to that. And share your joy and excitement with your child. Like child will always, like when he watch a movie or a cartoon, if anything excitement comes, he will come to tell you. And we will think it is silly, but we can join with them, and we can share their joy and excitement with ourselves. That is also very thing. And if they are getting disappointed, or they are discouraged, we can hold their hands and ask them, what is the problem? Why are you upset? What is the problem? I am here, nothing will happen, everything will be fine. Like that way we can give them good words to him if he is disappointed or discouraged. So these all way we can express the love to our child. And keep your words. Always try to keep your words. Like we are telling, tomorrow I will prepare your favorite food, or I will take you to your favorite place, and we are not keeping that word. That may feel, the child will feel more sad, that it will hurt him. Because we have to keep the words. If we can, we should keep the words. And don't just make him disappointed. And admit when you are also wrong. Like when we are wrong, we have to admit in front of the child, like, yes, I did the mistake, it was my mistake, I apologize for this. That kind of things we should express in front of the child. Then only the child will also feel like, if he has done a mistake, he will also admit his mistake, and he will also ready to apologize. So that also we have to take care. And we also have to celebrate each and every moment with the child. Like make the child tell that, you are, I'm so lucky to have such a wonderful child like you. It's God's grace. That let him feel that he is something important for us. Just celebrate each and every moment with the child with a happy. And let make him more and more love, and give the unconditional love to the child. So these are the points regarding the love and honor your child. And my next commandment is, consider and treat him with dignity as an adult. We know there are many things that we can do to take care of the respect and dignity for the child. Like a child also have the same privacy. They also require the same privacy as an adult. So respect his privacy both emotionally and physically. Like while he is changing the dress, we can close the door when or we can close the door while he's doing using the bathroom, or knock before, if he's in the room, knock before entering the room. And don't discuss any confidential matters. Like some things will be there that he want to share with us, don't discuss that confidential matters in front of others without his permission. That will really make him upset. So that all things, they also need certain privacies. As an adult, also adult, we should treat them as same as an adult. And also respect his right to make choices. Same, we also have certain choices, certain interests. Same children also have. So we have to make that we have to respect their rights and choices. Like some children will be interested in what to eat, how to what to wear and all that things. We also may be having certain personal interests like favorite things. So we will also do the same. Like the same way, child also has certain personal interests and what he want to wear or what he want to eat. Like maybe some children will be doing, like we have seen when we are going out, maybe he will be having a favorite dress. He will be openly wearing the same dress because he has some personal interest in that. That's why he is wearing it again and again. We will feel like why there are a lot of things, other dresses. Why are you wearing the same? Like that, we will feel confused. But try to feel like if a choice seems silly to us, maybe that choice will be much more important for him. So we have to understand that, and we have to respect his right and choice. And the same like having food and taking medicines also. We know most of the parents are forcing their children to take the food or take the medicines. We are in forcefully doing. We should not forcefully do. We can make alternative choices. Like if the child doesn't eat vegetables, we can make it more interesting or attractive way that the child can easily uh, get attracted to that, and he will start eating. The same way medicines also, like there are a lot of different flavors. We can make an alternative for that medicines with the different flavors that the child likes, and also try to make the child understand why we are telling him to take the medicine. That importance also we have to tell him, like to, if you are sick, that to require to cure fast, you have to take medicines, otherwise it will become more complicated. That also we have to tell the child and make him understand. So these all way we can respect the right of right to make choices of the children. And then one last one is to treat him with dignity. Listen to his concern, try to listen to what his concern is, and ask for his opinions, and let him know that they are important to you. His opinions are important to us. That also we have to make sure. He will be telling some opinions and we are taking it silly, then that will not work. So we have to make that also important for us, and involve him in any discussions. Like in our family, if we are going to make a party or if you are making a celebrations, we can involve the child to like ask them like what dish we can make for tomorrow, or what decoration, how should we decorate the home, what all is your opinions. Like that way we can discuss with the child. So in our simple discussions we can include the child also, and so let him feel that, oh, my words are also taken into a priority, and I am also having a value in my home. Like that way the child will feel, and include him the conversation. While we are making any conversations, he will also maybe joining with us. Then we will tell, you just go there, we are talking something, don't do like that. If you want to include, you can include the child in your conversation, and don't tell things like already tell any bad things about the child, as he is not listening, don't tell in front of him. Give him the respect and dignity. Like that way we have to, same as adults, we have to behave to the child and speak him as an adult. And like if anything, you have to seriously tell the child. We will be thinking like, the child, you are small, you may not understand what I am going to tell, but the child will understand. Maybe 60% or 40% he will understand, but we have to tell him. We have to tell him the fact or the things seriously as we are talking to an adult. Let the child understand what let the child receive what he understands. Later, gradually, when he grows up, he will understand. So from the small age itself, we have to treat them as we can discuss with them, we can talk to them, all these things that the child can understand. And these all ways we can give that consider and treat him as a adult, and give them treat him with the dignity. So these are my points regarding these two commandments. That's it. Thank you so much.
Wow,
Oh,
super.
super,
Nice.
Abhinima.
Very
Very
good.
nice.
Nice, Abhinima.
Very good, ma'am.
Thank you,
So,
ma'am.
so she need the musical appreciation amply, ma'am. Come on.
കിളിയേ നറുതേ മൊഴിയേ ശിശിരങ്ങളീ വഴിയേ കുളിരിൻ ചിറകിൽ പനി നീരലയിൽ കളിയാടി വായിതിലേ വിളയാടി വായിതിലേ സൂപ്പർ സൂപ്പർ അഭിനിമം സൂപ്പർ വണ്ടർഫുൾ വണ്ടർഫുൾ സൂപ്പർ അഭിനിമം സൂപ്പർ
Super amply, ma'am. Very good.
Nice song, Ampli
Super,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you. Yes, thank you. Ampli
Yes,
ma'am.
next I would like to welcome our Manju Sebastian, ma'am.
Yes,
Manju
thank you,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, thank you,
Can you
ma'am.
please explain the be firm, strict, and disciplined whenever it necessary? Can you please explain?
Yes, sure, ma'am. Yes. Now, today I am going to explain one of the 15 commandments. That is, be firm, strict, and disciplined whenever necessary. That is my topic. Okay, by hearing the topic itself, we can understand. Okay, because we are always doing this time. Be firm, strict, discipline. See, most of the time we are behaving like that only towards our children. See, if you ask your one of any parents or teachers, okay, this question like. What is the most challenging situation in your classroom, or what is the most terrible situation in your house? You can ask your any parents or student teachers. Then most of them reply like that. Okay, that is okay. In my classroom, there is no discipline. It is very difficult to maintain discipline in my classroom. And in any parents will tell no. Most of the parents know their least favorite thing is discipline, the word. Okay, because in house we know we are very much difficult to maintain discipline for our children. So then how we can maintain here they are telling be firm, be strict, be disciplined whenever necessary. Okay, so what is happening? See, why you are becoming firm, strict? For maintaining discipline. Okay, correct. Yes, for maintaining discipline, we are becoming firm and strict in our house or at classroom. So what is the result of after becoming strict and firm? What is the result? Yes, we can say for a strict teacher, for a strict mother, or like that, no? What method we are adopting is we become, okay, or we will threaten our children, or we will nag our children, we will torture, or like that, threatening. Most of the time threaten and scolding, or like that method we are adopting. So what is the result at the end? Okay, what is that? Very negative result only we are getting. Like they will feel some guilty feeling. Who our students or our children, okay, there's something I did, okay, and my mother or my teacher felt wrong, and this is the wrong thing what I did, so I felt some guilty feeling. And at the same time, what happened to our parents or teachers? They are also feeling like that only. There is no happiness at the end. Okay, there is no happy result at the end of these type of disciplinary actions. So most of the time, we are disconnected from our children or students after this type of disciplinary action. So they felt something bad towards us. Okay, so how we can maintain discipline in our family or school? That I am going to tell to you. I am introducing a new term, not a new term, positive discipline. Positive discipline. How we can implement positive discipline in our family or school? See, first of all, positive discipline is a method. See, that is based on mutual respect. Mutual respect between the parents and the children, or teacher and the children, students. So then if there is a mutual respect, definitely there will be a lot of communication. Effective communication will be there between our children, or between with our students in classroom. So this effective communication or effective with a mutual respect, we are treating our children. There is no need for threatening or scolding or nagging, yelling, lecturing. See, most of the time we are lecturing towards our children. Okay, a lot of advices we are giving. No need to for that one, because they know, okay, the parents or teachers, they are with us for guiding us, and they will what all things they are telling to us for our good future only, or for our good only they are telling. So they will obey us. Okay, so but what we have to do is we should be firm in our own stand. Okay, so that they have to when they are observing us, they feel like we are there with us for their positive positive side only, or we are with them for their good expectations only. We are helping them to solve their problems. Okay, most of the time we are applying this disciplinary action for changing their behavior. Something negative behavior they are showing us, no, then we are controlling using this type of method, like negative disciplinary method, like yelling, threatening and scolding, punishment. Okay, a lot of things we are applying. But whenever we are telling them we are with us, okay, what is your problem, I can help you for solving that problem. Okay, then every time we are like a guide for them, and we are respecting their ideas. Okay, and we are giving some time for doing all those changing. Okay, they need some time, because they have to change their behavior. So that type of behavior we are if you adopt, so that will be an effective result for this type of disciplinary disciplinary action. And then see, when in classroom, no, that for a teacher can become a warm and firm friend for student. Okay, warm and firm. So both you should you have to follow. See, warm in the sense, no, we have to be with them. That feeling they have to feel. They can feel like that. Okay, as a mother, also as a parent or teacher, they have to feel, okay, my mother or my parents or my teacher is with us for any problematic situation. So something they are telling to change me, that is good only for me, and I have to change. There is no doubt for that. There is no conflict they will do. So they will obey us. Okay, and then firm. At the same time, you have to firm in the statement. Okay, what is that? And they have to, when they observe us, we should also like that. Okay, I am behaving like that. My behavior also a positive. I am giving a positive message to them. My children, my family, I am a model, and in my classroom, I am a model. So like that approach, if you can do, it will be it will be very effective, and rather this type of negative punishment or negative disciplinary actions. Okay, and most of them, you know, the negative disciplinary actions are lot of after effects. Okay, when you are angry with your children, they are not only they are seeing our anger. Okay, only they are feeling that, okay, my mother is very angry, in an angry mood. They are listening only, or they are watching that only. They are not at all listening what we are telling to make them to change. Okay, something we are telling to do that, but they are feeling or watching our anger mode. Then what happening is they don't get the ability to control their emotions also in future. So, okay, they are not at all learning from any positive thing from us. Okay, and sometimes, no, any temporary solution maybe, okay, after scolding them or after threatening them, some for a 2-3 days or 2-3 months or 1 year, maybe a change we can see. But for a long-term or permanent change, you have to follow the positive disciplinary action or positive discipline method. And sometimes, you know, after getting this type of negative words or negative threatening like that, no, they become some very aggressive, and they will lose their confidence, and they become some very disappointment, like they feel like that, okay, something like I have no use for with my life, like that they are thinking. Some heavy or serious sin I did, like that, some guilty feeling only they are feeling, and they don't feel some I'm useless. They are feeling like that. So this type of negative disciplinary action, or because I am telling is, most of them now, when we are telling about be firm, be strict, in the sense of all our parents are thinking like we should be very strict. Okay, we should be very serious. And sometimes we are most of the time we don't tell them for sometimes. Okay, most of the parents will tell, if you if you are doing this one, I won't speak to you for half an hour or 1 hour. This is very serious. This is, don't do like that, because this and all know that the after effect you are implementing in your child is very serious. So what you have to do is you should treat them as see, any behavior you have to change in them. What you should do is you have to tell them. That is why I am telling you. Used to communicate with them before itself. Okay, like that behavior you have to develop. Then when you saw something bad behavior in your child, you have to tell them, yes, you can change this. Okay, that is, you are capable. You are capable to change this negative behavior to positive behavior. You have the strength to change. Okay, you have a bad habit, and you can change this behavior to that behavior. That you are capable for that. That is your strength. You are very strong for changing that one. That type of confidence making words you have to tell them. Then the child can feel like yes, I am capable for that. Yes, my mother or my teacher give a trust in them, in me. So I can change that when my mother or my teacher is with me for every in every problem situation. They are with me for guiding us, and all expectation they are giving to me. So I can do that. Okay, I can change my behavior. I can change my habit. Everything I can do, I am capable for that. So like that feeling you can pass to your children in your family, and pass to your students in your classroom. As a teacher, as a parent, you can become a warm and firm teacher and parents in your life, and you can create a wonderful kids in your family and your society. So thank you all.
Wow, super,
super,
Manju ma'am.
super,
Excellent, ma'am.
Manju.
Very good.
Good, very good, Manju ma'am.
Sisira ma'am, please come forward. Give a musical appreciation to our Manju ma'am.
Yes, of course, ma'am. എന്നും നിന്നെ പൂജിക്കാം പൊന്നും പൂവും ചൂടിക്കാം വെണ്ണിലാവിൻ വാസന്ത ലതികേ എന്നും എന്നും എന്മാറിൽ മഞ്ഞുമാരി പെയ്യും കുഞ്ഞുമാരി കുയിലായി നീ അരികേ സൂപ്പർ സൂപ്പർ മഞ്ജു മാം Super Manju ma'am. Well done, ma'am. Well done.
Super.
Super, Sisira ma'am and Manju ma'am.
Yes, Srividya ma'am, please come forward. It's your turn. Can you please explain, be constant and consistent in whatever you do or say? And next is grant enough freedom with some limitation. Can you please explain the commandments?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Yeah, good evening, all. Yeah, today I'm going to share some of my points about the topic. Be always consistent and firm, or constant in whatever we say. As a parent or as a teacher, we always be constant and consistent, because it is very important to make a good character in the children, because when we are having some confusion to answering the questions, changing our own words with the situation, it will be they will be also confused by our own statements or answers. So we always be consistent, because we all know that in most of our family, or in our family, it is just like that. And not only the
voice is breaking,
parents,
ma'am.
like
Can you please
mother
switch
and
off your
father, the
video,
family
ma'am?
members.
Ma'am, your voice is breaking, ma'am.
Sorry, ma'am. Some network
No
problem.
problem.
Yeah.
Yes, you can
Yes,
continue.
ma'am.
Now it's audible, ma'am.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. Yeah.
Okay.
We can see that for when the child is doing something like that, they will come to us, to us the mothers. They will firstly come to us, to the mothers. So when we are correcting them, and we, as a mother, we will tell all that negatives of that their actions and all. At that time we can see that some of their father, that child's father or the family members, they will just oppose our words and our thoughts like that. It is not the child's problem, it is just a mistake of our way of thought like that. So at that time the child didn't understand what is happened really by him or her, or otherwise they will not correct their self. We are just, they are just losing that timely correction. So when we are discussing anything, or when we are giving some suggestion, or when we are giving some instruction to the child, as a parent, the both it's duty of father and mother or the family members. We always be constant, consistent. We want to share the same thought to the child, otherwise they will be confused. And also we can see that the, especially that mothers and all, now we are all working, so we are all busy, we have so many tensions and all. At that time when the child is came to us with any worry, or if sometimes they will do something crazy like that, at that time uh, we are approaching them by most of us our mood or our situation. So when we are sitting happy and freely, then our we have a positive approach to them. Otherwise, if we are in a tension and like that, we are in a uh, busy time, at that time we will approach them negatively. So the for the same reason the child getting different approaches. So at that time the child also get confusion on the thing that what is happening, or what is happening actually like that. So as parents we have make sure that we are always be consistent and constant. And also as a teacher we are always want to be constant, consistent, because when the child they are passing their childhood age, and they came to our school at the early childhood or preschool stage. At that time the children mostly spending their time in our schools like that. So at that time they have so many tensions, they have so many worries, they have so many things to say like that. So at that time we want to be a good listener, and whatever we tell to them, or we are doing something with them, yeah, we did not make them confused, or we did not give them any uh, incorrect answers, or what we want always give them a concrete ideas. Otherwise they will be more confused, and they will not get the correct benefit of their exploration like that. So it is very important. And also the teacher, we all learned so many times that the teacher always control their emotions. Whatever the situation is, the teacher always be constant. So she is always be an as a profession, it's we all know that it's our profession. So at that time we always be enthusiastic, and we want a open heart and a mind, a smiling face to accept the child, whether he is whether he is good or bad, whether he have good qualities, or he has sometimes bad qualities like. So whatever the situation, whatever the uh, character of the child, we want to accept them, so they will have a trust with us. So then we can slowly correct them. If they have any bad qualities and all, slowly we can correct them by giving proper training. And we if they have a strong bond with us, it is very easy to correct them. And they will if we are correcting them through that stories or like that any real life incident and all, they will get a clear idea about how to create or how to build a good habit like that. So we teachers and parents, especially mothers, we always be constant and consistent. So next I am going to my second topic, uh, giving enough freedom with some limitation. So especially in our Montessori method, our main speciality is just like that, we are giving enough freedom, but it is having some limitation. So that freedom means that freedom of choice. So our in our Montessori, that choice is limited, that is the specialty. So when actually when the child is getting freedom is like that, when the child can easily or independently move, walk, or he can identify the things, the child get freedom. So at that time onwards, we want to give enough freedom, because in that period, the child learn or he interact with his environment with the full of his sensory activities, through his vision, through his hear, when he hears something, tasting something, smelling something, he learn his world. So when we are restricting them, actually we are breaking their development, or we are destroying their development. So we want to give enough freedom. So for giving freedom, we want to give them maximum opportunities. So before going to our school itself, we can give them more freedom in our home, like that we can give them opportunity to explore by themselves. So we can that in that age, when the child ready to walk, that is at the age of 1, like that, the child is always curious and he is very active at that age. So he is always walking somewhere, running somewhere. He is just up at the age of 2 and all, he is trying to climb that windows, step, staircase, like that. So at that time, if we restrict them, if or otherwise we are we didn't give them enough freedom, like that, don't go here and there, like that, or we are just hold them. Sometimes the mothers, parents are more possessive, like that, the child will hurt, like that. So at that time we are restrict their physical motor development, like that they want to strong up their muscles for their future, both that grows motor skills and fine motor skills. So we didn't restrict them. It is just the first I just share about that physical motor development. At that time, next I want to share something like that. If the children at the age of 3 and all, they are starting their talking. At that time they are very much talkative and they have so many questions and all. They always want to know something like why it is like that, what, why, where, when, like that. They have so many questions at that time. Yeah, first we are giving answers like that, yeah, like that. So when they are continuously asking us with so many questions, we are all, yeah, we have like that. So we are just, oh, you just shut up, like that we are saying. So at that time we are just restricting their or we are just destroying their language development, their cognitive development, like that. So we want to give them enough freedom to ask us what have, whatever they have the doubt, they want to ask to us. So we want to create a trust with us, or positive, we always give a positive environment, and a prepared in our when the child is came to that Montessori class or the preschool at the age of 3. Yeah, in our Montessori school, yeah, we have a prepared environment. The speciality of that prepared environment is that we are giving enough freedom in that prepared environment. So we arrange everything in an order. We have the directors, we have that apparatus to interact the child and all. So in our Montessori classroom, yeah, there are so many independent activities the child can do. So we are giving that enough freedom. We are just observing them. So the choices are is up to the child's wish. So he can do all the activities with that. So it is very easy in that Montessori classroom. In our home also we want to give enough freedom to the child for his all area of development. Otherwise, yeah, it will affect the child's future. So yeah, these are my points, ma'am. Thank you.
Wow.
Very
Well
good. Very
done,
good.
Srividya ma'am. Super dear. Very good.
Nice to hear.
Yes. So we can give a musical appreciation for that. I would like to welcome Apni ma'am.
Ma'am, sure. Yes. Kannan tungi poramo, innodishtam kuramo, minni kuradillallo, inninullil pukalam, kaliyadami, ilimaratanalaram, kannan tungi poramo, innodishtam kuramo. Super, Srividya ma'am, well done, super dear.
Yes.
Wow.
Super.
Srividya ma'am.
Super.
Srividya ma'am, Abhini ma'am.
Next, I would like to welcome our yes,
രക്ഷിക്കുന്ന അവിടെ പോയി പറയടാ.
Manju ma'am, please. Yes. Next, I would like to welcome our Ambli Abraham ma'am. Ma'am, can you please provide him plenty of meaningful activities and exercise patience, observe him and answer his questions. Can you please explain that commandments?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yes.
One of the important commandments I would like to share with you. Provide the child plenty of meaningful activities. See, many of the parents don't know what is the meaningful activities. Some of the parents have told me, so my child is so naughty. He is doing always naughty things. He don't know how to behave to others. He's always disturbing others. So I don't know what to give. So like that, one of the parents discussed with me. So according to Maria Montessori, she after a long period of scientific observation and research, she informed to the parents and teachers. So provide the child the meaningful activities. What are the activities we should give them? So children will always like to engage in activities. So for one activity, he or she it takes a little time. So suddenly he wants to change his mind. He wants to do other type of activities. So parents are also struggling what to give him or what to give her. Like that, tensions they have. But in Montessori, if they learn the Montessori ideas and commandments, it's very easy. So practical life Montessori is purposeful activity. It develops the control and coordination and develops independence of the child. So then they can concentrate and they can sense of responsibility that can create. And so the exercise in practical life covered two main areas of development, such as care of self and care of environment. So what is the care of self? So that type of meaningful activity, it is very simple, but it is meaningful. So the meaningful activities such as washing hands, how to set the table, how to arrange the tables and beautifully, okay, and how to clean dishes. See, when the mother is doing working in the home, we can invite the child and also he allow him to do the activities, means washing vessels, cutting vegetables, sorting the vegetables. So by doing these activities, he will learn maths also. So many things. See, cleanliness, care of self. everything they will learn by doing these activities. So, so sorting peas, seeds, so many things we have in the kitchen. So we can tell them to sort these items and keep it in an order. We can, if it is vegetable, they can keep it in the kitchen. Like that, we can tell them. So while doing these activities, we can talk to the children. Oh, what did you learn from this? So what is the importance of this? You know, it's very good. It's very meaningful. You learn many things from while doing these activities. Like that, we can tell to the children. So and also we can encourage the children. So it's very meaningful and purposeful. You have many purpose behind this. Oh, like so. See, when they are cutting vegetables, they have eye-hand coordination. They will be very concentrated in that. So how nicely you are doing this activity, like that we can encourage the children. So after doing this activity, then we can give them rolling the chapati. See, if the mother is preparing chapati, see how to roll it, and like that children, we can give them that purpose. Sharing between the mother and child, they can do together this activity. So while doing this now, they will be very happy, and he will think that there is an aim in my life. So like that, creativity, everything they can develop. So after that, we can tell them to mop it. See, we can tell them to please mop this place, and then wipes the table. Okay, and different activities we can give them. So and also they can when they are get ready to go somewhere, we can tell them to comb your hair, buttoning the shirt, and see, ironing also we can introduce them. So while doing these activities, they will be very busy in their life. They have no boring. There is no difficulties in their life. They are not engaged in social media and all the other unnecessary things. So these are very important in child's life. That's it's a meaningful. So otherwise, no, they will not understand the meanings and purpose of this. While doing this activity, we should aware about the activities. We should tell them. Then we can give them, tell them to planting small trees. The parents also, we can also go with them and tell them to today we can plant a tree. So that's very important. How to plant a tree. So we can then water after the child will observe how the plant is growing. So that developments of the plant, they will get more ideas about that. Every day the child is very much eager to, very much happy to growing the plants. How it is growing, what are the things for the plants need of water, sunlight, air, everything they need. Like that thinking, they love the environment also. And while watering plants, they will learn, they will love the plant. See how carefully I have to plant, watering the plants, like that thinking. They will do that. They will learn the environment. They will love the birds. So then care of the animals. They can do these different types of activities. And these things we can give in form, and also in the classroom we can the classroom is very prepared. So the child is getting new world. So when they are looking, everything is arranged in a beautiful way. See, there is a toilet in that it's very clean place, a wash basin and a cupboard. See, where they have to keep their shoes, water bottle, everything. For everything, there is a different place. So while watching, they will learn how nicely in their mind itself they will think. Me also do in the same way. So when they are taking the materials, apparatus, they have to work with that, and also they have to take it back. So after doing this activity, they have to clean the place, all the things they have to keep it in a correct order. So then when they are doing these activities, the director is also observing them. See, while observing, her face should be very smile, and also in between they are making wrong things, wrongdoing, but the teacher has no change in her. She has not changed her face. Always in a smiling face she has to show them. So they only assist the child how they have to take it back. First to show them, then they will take it themselves. They will arrange it them correct order. So after they are doing the activity, the place itself, their table, everything they can clean, and the environment, surroundings, everything they can clean, the classroom and all the place. Okay, these things are very important in child's life. So these activities we can give them. So next, exercise patience. Then observe him and ask questions, many questions. So the child will ask questions, many questions in between them. So the teacher should be very patient. We have to practice this patience. Even not only teachers, the parents also practice patience in their life. So then only we can manage the child. We can, and the child will be very happy with the teacher and also in the parents. So according to Dr. Maria Montessori, parents and teachers should practice patience. So observation is the most powerful tool because it helps us to determine what to do next. And while observing, we should more patience and observe them happily and with a smiling face, whatever they are doing correctly or not. So in between, when they are doing the activities, they will make mistake. So that when they are doing mistake, the child understood, I made mistake. Then automatically the child will observe the teacher, watch the teacher's face. But the teacher's face should be happy. The same way the parents' face, when they are in the home, the parents' face also be happy. So that is very important. So we should practice patience in our life. So always assist when they are making mistake. Only assist them. You do like this and like that. Then they will do the activity correctly. See, when they are making brown hair or any pink tower, when they are making sequence or arrangements, maybe they are making mistake. So only assist them. They will do it alone. They will become independent. So, and if the child will ask, they may have lots of doubts, especially small children. See, how I go board, I see, and where is the sky? What is in the sky? Different types of how the aeroplane is moving in the sky. See, what are the things? See, they have lots of thousands of questions they have, but we are not patient sometimes, but we should be patient, and we should be with them and always and tell them the correct answer. What they are asking, what all the questions they are asking, we should answer it in our own way, in a simple way. So that's very important. We should keep it in mind, all these things. So then only we can, the child will be very happy in their life. They will become a good person and whole child. So thank you all. Thank you.
Wow, very good, very good.
Wonderful.
Wow, very good.
Very good,
Thank you,
Amrita.
ma'am. Let's give a musical appreciation for our Ambali ma'am.
Yes, yes. കദളി കൺകദളി ചെങ്കദളി പൂവേണോ കവിളിൽ പൂമണമുള്ളൊരു പെൺപൂവേണോ പൂക്കാരാ വെൽഡൻ 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 അമ്പിളി മാം സൂപ്പർ 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 അമ്പിളി മാം വെരി ഗുഡ് അമ്പിളി മാം സൂപ്പർ.
Wow, super yes. Super, super ma'am. Yes, next I would like to welcome our Shija ma'am. Shija ma'am, can you please explain, permit the child to do everything by himself? Can you please explain their commandments?
Yes, thank you, ma'am. Yes. Yes, today I would like to share something about permit the child to do everything by himself. Yes, when children are able to do things for themselves, it increases their self confidence, self belief, and self esteem. This will carry throughout their life. They will carry this. So we can in early childhood we can give opportunity to do everything by himself, washing, cleaning, bathing, and dressing. These types of activity we can give on to our children in early childhood. And then also we can give them to select. We can allow them to select the activity, what type of activity they will like to do that at that time. We allow them to do that types of activity. Montessori told us that allow children to do everything by himself. We can give correct environment to our children. So we can give some child-sized equipments for our children. So at that time, they will at that time their work will easier to use child-sized equipment. So we bring correct environment to our children. Children can achieve their own self-construction. Our adult have the responsibility to assist that responsibility. Yes. Next, on the other hand, parents did not allow the children to do everything by themselves. They always restrict them to did any works. At that time, the children did not develop their mentally and physically. They did not develop. They every time they want to the help of others. So we always allow them to do things by themselves also. So at that time their confidence level increases. We do not allow the children to do the work themselves. That time the children's confidence will become less. They will not become a good citizen. Our society needs a very, very creative and powerful people. So that's why we can give these types of activity to our children. It helps the children in their development. They will very socially, they will become very independent. Then we can give all freedom to our children, but we can have a boundary between the freedom and the liberty of choice. But that's otherwise they will misuse the freedom. So we can make a boundary between the freedom and liberty. So we can give our children all opportunity to do everything by himself. So they will become a good citizen. That's all, ma'am.
Very good, Shrija ma'am.
Very good. Super.
Srividya ma'am, please give a musical appreciation to our Shrija ma'am. Srividya ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. ഒന്നാനാം കുന്നിന്മേൽ കൂട് കൂട്ടും തത്തമ്മേ, നീ എൻ്റെ തേന്മാവിൽ ഊഞ്ഞാലാടാൻ വാ. കാവേരി തീരത്തോ കാട്ടരുവിയോരത്തോ ആരാരും കാണാതിന്നൊരു കളിവീടുണ്ടാക്കി. സൂപ്പർ 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 super Shrija ma'am. Super Shrija ma'am.
Yes, super Shrija ma'am. And
Wow. Wow.
Nice.
Nice, Shrija ma'am.
Yes, next I would like to welcome our Asiya ma'am. Asiya ma'am, can you please explain that permit the child to take his own time in doing things and discourage the child from misusing things and fighting with others? Can you please explain that things, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. First, my topic for today is permit the child to take his own time in doing things. So, talking about permitting them to do in their own space and take their own time. So, as parents or teachers, what we want us from the children. So we want them to become very confident adults who can take good decisions. We want the children to be work in this world and behave confidently. So how does that happen? It happens in the early years of their development. This foundation we have to make it, we have to develop. So especially in the age of 2 to 6 years. So in especially in Montessori curriculum, what we do is we don't encourage children to become academically, or we don't train different skills, but we focus on the overall development. As the whole personality is developed, because we have to make them mature enough to face the real world. It not only benefits them for their education, but also give them confidence to face what all. So Maria Montessori have told that we should never help them with a child who can do something on her own. So we have to give enough time in this. There is a concept called observation. We have to watch the child patiently till the child finishes its work. We should not interrupt in between. We have to spend that time. It is the teacher's job is only to observe the children, how they are doing it, how they enjoy that work, and explore the environment. So it is very simple job of a teacher. How the because that in that early age itself, if we start to give pressure on them to finish their work, because each child will take her own time to finish one particular work. So the children, the teacher has to be very patient and observe the children in their early stage, how the child is carrying out each task, how that like for example holding a pencil and writing with it. Every child cannot do it in 1 week or 2 weeks. Some children will take a whole month to finish that work, or to get that talent to hold the pencil. So we have to we have to give enough time to every children to to complete that work with perfection. If the child is not holding it properly, we can give them enough activities like holding some sensory activities which can make the muscles strong. So how can to help children, what can we do is we have to understand that inner like every child needs support, guidance, and everything. So that foundation, we have to be very patient. Like each child we have to give enough time, and also there is a separate a division in our Montessori system, like exercising practical life experiences. So in that we can encourage the children to do her own her own basic personal things to do on her own, like dressing themselves, bathing, brushing their teeth, toileting, cleaning up. With our guidance, supervision, maybe it may take 2 to 3 weeks, but some children will finish it with will have that experience within 1 week or something, but some children might take more than that. So we have to, as parents, as parents or teachers, we have to give enough time for every children to do the work with perfection, and give enough time to every children to finish that work with completely without interfering much. So that is what I want to talk about. Permit the child giving enough time. And the second point is discourage the discourage the child from misusing things and fighting with others. So fighting between friends, fighting between siblings, it is a natural thing to happen. We cannot say that it is a problem. It is a part of development also. But misusing things, we can teach them, like like previously everyone have told, we have to positive discipline and everything. So about talking about this, how can we stop the children
You
from
want to drink water, ma'am?
no, ma'am, it's okay. So talking about yeah, teaching how to stop the children from fighting. We can tell that we can tell the children how can we solve a problem, because as young children, they have some basic issues, like they don't.
No problem, ma'am. Take care, yes, sir. No problem.
After this
Yes, yes, dear. Yes, dear. Very good, Asiya, ma'am. Super.
Yes, very good, very good,
Yes,
Asya.
very
Good
good,
points
Asya,
shared.
ma'am.
Yes,
She's
very
great.
good.
Yes.
Nice
Teacher,
point.
ma'am, please give a musical appreciation to Asiya, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. മാണിക്യക്കല്ലാൽ നീങ്ങുമെരിഞ്ഞേ മാമണി കൊട്ടാരം താഴിട്ടടച്ചാൽ താനെ തുറക്കും തങ്കത്തിൻ കൊട്ടാരം. സൂപ്പർ 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 അസിയ മാം. സൂപ്പർ അസിയ മാം.
Yes, very good, teacher,
Very
ma'am.
good, Asya ma'am and Shija ma'am. Very good.
Yes, very good, dear. So next I would like to welcome our Sissy Cyril, ma'am. Ma'am, can you please explain, do not mold the child as per your plan?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Today I am going to talk about something. Do not mold the child as per your plans. Yes. As a parent, since the birth of our child, we have lots of expectations. We have lots of dreams. That time also we are planning, but with our that thinking our children, and I think they growing according to our dreams. I think most of parents didn't ask to our children what is your dream and what is your desire, what is your dreams. And all time we are thinking about our dream and our expectations. Every time we thinking in small age also we are thinking, the parents are thinking, my son want to be a doctor and want to be an engineer or any other higher jobs. And I think children going with our plans. We don't think about our children's dream. This is one of the main problem in our society, and because of these types of thinkings, we can create our children lots of problems. That's our children mentally and health problem also. As one of the reason is the parent. Because of these types of thinkings and these types of our desires, we can inject our children. And we small age also, I also sometimes like this baby, because in small age also we every time we tell our children, you study well, then only you get that types of jobs and that types of career you get. In small age also, we already every time we tell to our children these types of things. And at that time, children have lots of other aptitudes. All children have different different aptitudes. But we didn't that parents they they can't identify which aptitude in our son have, in our daughter have, which aptitude. We didn't think about that things, because we have in our mind have one plan in our with that about our children, and we say that father and mother discussing about that their children, that these types of, I already told, that doctor, engineer, and that types of higher jobs only that parents thinking. But children, as a good parent, we can find our children aptitude, and we can that we stand with our children dreams and desires. Then only we can get a good persons in our society. And otherwise we got that any doctor, engineer, that types of lots of the good jobs we got, but we didn't got that good person. And so we can every time we don't mold the child as our plans. We every time we thinking our children's plans and children's desires and children's dreams, and that way we can encourage our children. Every time we can find our children aptitude, and we can encourage our children. Maybe the children have that they likes to they want to be that dancer or musician, or they like to drawing. But we sometimes we know that one, that in our in my daughter also, I know she like that drawing. But sometimes I didn't sometimes I didn't mind that skill. I always told you go and study, you go and study every time you drawing dream. But that's the skill. But we didn't encourage our children. But that's not good. We that children is not our experiments. So we give to freedom to our children to do to do everything children do. That's the good thing, I think. So we give to freedom to our children to choose their life and their career and their dreams. Then only we can get good persons in our society. So we don't. I think we don't think about our plans. We think about our children plans and desires. Yes, thank you, ma'am. That's it.
Very good, Sissy ma'am. Super.
Wonderful, Sissy ma'am.
Yes, Asiya ma'am, you can continue.
Yes, ma'am. Coming back to the problem, that is how can we stop children from fighting? We can teach them how to solve a problem properly, without yelling, without shouting at them, without hitting them, without punishing them. So and tell the children to come up with ideas. So they will tell ideas which we will think that it will be surprising for us, because they will come up with ideas which are very good also. And we can use positive positive appreciation when they do something, because most of the time the children fight or make an issue to get our attention. So what we can do is, when they do something positive, give them so much appreciation. So when they get when they do this good behaviors and give so much attention, they don't take out this negative thing like fighting, and they will leave this negative behavior. So negative attention seeking also they will they will forget. Then try to become a positive role model. Like when we are teachers or parents, when we teach, when we fight and shout at others, they are imitating us only. So we have to become a good role models. How can we do that? When we are fighting also, we have to respect the other people. So when the kids watch also, they will get good example. So and also when we fight with our spouse, do not use foul language. Speak with respect. Show our change in opinion, but tell that with enough respect. And when we are under pressure, don't act so much mad, or don't show our pressure on the children. So what they learn is, when we are under pressure, we can show that to our younger ones. So when when they get pressure or some stress, what they do is they show it on their younger ones, those who are inferior to them, those who are when they grow up, they will have subordinates, so they will show this stress and pressure to them. And when the kids fight, as I said, they do that to get attention. So don't give so much attention. Most of the time, when the kids start a fighting, can solve it on their own also. And teach the children that we have to treat everyone as the same. Like when we are punishing someone, they will think that one is winning the fight, and the other is losing a fight. That creates a bad impact on the kids. And also, before the fighting happens, try to stop the fighting to occur. It's young children, when they are hungry, when they are boring, what they do is they fight with each other. So or teach the children to have independent activities, or before they get hungry, you can feed them, so that they will not they will not fight. And when we as adults, when we involve in their fight, it becomes more problem also. And we will choose one. When we will hear one side, one will become victim, the other will think that I'm losing the fight. It will lead to bullying, and it will create a sibling rivalry also. It can cause, or in between the friends also, it can cause a rivalry. So we can avoid situations like that also. Then as I said, we can be a good role model, that we can always keep them busy by telling them do some creative activities, or any physical activities. When they are involved in some activities, they will forget that, they will not think about fighting also. So as it is a part of growing up, so we cannot stop them from fighting, but always we can make them make their life positive, and we can change a bad day into a good day. We can make them always happy. So when we love them, they will in order to get the attention, they do. So when we without asking for that attention, when we give our full attention to them, they will stop this kind of fighting and bad behavior also. That's all.
Nasia ma'am and Sissy ma'am. Ampli ma'am, please give a musical appreciation for our Sissy ma'am and Nasia ma'am. Can you please?
കണ്ണാം തുമ്പി പോരാമോ എന്നോടിഷ്ടം കൂടാമോ നിന്നെ കൂടാതില്ലല്ലോ ഇന്നിനുള്ളിൽ പൂക്കാലം കളിയാടാമീ കിളിമരത്തണലോരം കളിയാടാമീ കിളിമരത്തണലോരം super super wonderful Sissy mom super Asia mom super wonderful amazing performance, super dear, super performance.
Super Ampli ma'am, very good.
Super Ampli ma'am.
Very good,
Very good.
Ampli ma'am.
Next, I would like to welcome our sister Rajesh ma'am. Ma'am, can you please explain do not criticize, call, beat or punish him? Sir, can you please explain the commandments?
Yes, ma'am, of course, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. First of all, thank you. Okay, as a parent, and I am going for that training for the Montessori children also. Before that, like every parent, I am also I didn't know about that how to scold, like that, how to treat the children when they are doing any wrong. Then I also did like that. I also scolded my children. I also beat my children. Okay. But after joining this course, I understood like that how to treat the children. It always lead to, from my experience also, I learned like that. All will lead to that negative feelings, that negative effects only we will get by this scolding and by criticizing and like by threatening, by beating. Okay. And I think disciplining the child is one of the difficult things that every parent is facing. Then the child is growing up, their needs also will increase and they will start crying to get something. They will cry also. Then that times all parents have in the trouble like that, how to solve this problem. We also didn't have that much patience to control our children. We will speak like that, we have to control the children like that, but the truth is like that we didn't have that much patience also to control our children. Then what we'll do that, like that we will beat, or like that we will shout with them. But I think by this these acts will that children have harm, like that they will feel pain. They are small at all, they will feel pain, but they didn't understand like that for what reason my mother or my father is beating me or by scolding me. They will think like that we are the enemies, like that they will have a develop a enmity between these parents. Okay. And we know that the parents always think about like that we have to protect our children and we have to correct them. We are always thinking about the goods, but we didn't know the method how to correct them like that. Okay. By like this, the children only will feel the insult only by criticizing in front of the relatives. We will think like that. Me also, in before I also think like that. If my child also doing some mistakes, I will think like that. I have to criticize him. I have to beat him. Otherwise, the relatives and my cousins will think like that I'm not a good mother. Like that I thought. But what will happen now? By doing this, our child will thought like that it is, for me it's an insult. Okay, my mother insulted me before the before the relatives, and he will feel a shame also, and he like humiliation, he will feel some humiliation also, and he will think that relatives all are enemies, like that he will feel. Okay. And it can affect the emotional well-being of our kids also. Okay. And like that they might develop negative emotions and the child will become aggressive. If we take the history of criminals like that, they will have a bad family background, like that the parents treat them like that, not in a good manner. So the psychologists and all are saying like that we have to treat the children positively only, not in a negative way. And it is the age, in that age, all said like that they have a tendency to imitate. Okay. In front of them, they are seeing who? The parents. Okay. Then they are treating the parents as role models. And what they are seeing in front of them, they are imitating. If we are beating them in the future, they are also will do like that. Okay. If we are shouting, they also will shout. We will, if we notice, if we shout at the elder one, then what will he will do? He will shout at his younger one also. Okay, then we can see that change. Okay, it will make them more aggressive, like that they also feel like that they are not good, that my parents are not loving me, not caring me, like that my parents are always comparing me, like that. And it can become the children's inner voice in their mind also, like that he has some defects, like that he is feeling. Okay, it will affect his development, his growth also it will develop, and it will lead to the low confidence. Okay, they will feel more shame. He will not say like that in front of the public also, he did not like to come, like that feelings he will come. Okay, and they might develop like that. I already told, in front of their relatives, if we are threatening or if we are beating that our children, then they will feel like that hatred towards that ones. Okay, I think we have to make understand that what will be the effects of doing like that. Not, we can warn them, but warning is not like that threatening. We have to understand them, the like that what will be the after effects by doing like that. Okay, and we have to make them in a positive way. We have to grow up our children, because the children are our wealth, I think, our property. Okay, if the children is became good, then our life also will become meaningful. So as a teacher and as a parent, we have to grow up our children in a positive way. Okay, and we have to encourage the children, and all the children have different skills. Don't compare the children with other ones. Some children will have skills in learning, and some have skills in drawing. Then don't compare the children. We also learned in the like that in the Montessori that humans have different types of intelligence. Okay, in children also that intelligence level is different. So they will exhibit their skills in a different way. Okay, as a parent, we have to understand. In my childhood, I had different experience. Don't don't apply that experience to our children. We have to correct. Okay, otherwise our society will lead in that way. Okay, we have to make us in a society a change. Okay, that's why we have to read like that books, and we have to understand about the negative effects, after effects of scolding, threatening, and criticizing. That's all. Thank you, ma'am.
Ah, very good, Susira ma'am. Well explained.
Super, sister, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes. Superb. So, Manju ma'am, please give a musical appreciation to our Susira ma'am. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Sissy ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. മഴവിൽ കൊതുമ്പിലേറി വന്ന വെണ്ണിലാക്കിളി മിഴിനീർക്കിനാവിലൂർന്നതെന്തേ സ്നേഹലോലയായി മഴവിൽ കൊതുമ്പിലേറി വന്ന വെണ്ണിലാക്കിളി. Well done, well done, well done, well done. Super, super, Shishira ma'am. Super, Shishira ma'am.
Super, Susira ma'am.
Thank you, Sissy ma'am.
Next, I would like to welcome our Shalini ma'am. Shalini ma'am, can you please explain one of the commandments? Do not allow the child to watch TV, cartoon, and movies for a long time. Can you please?
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Yes, we know technology is a very important part in everyone's life. It is developing day-to-day life. So we know that children learn from this using this type of TV or phone like that. They learn by using some like education app is there, or preschool children learn by using this type of app. And they and teenagers teenagers, they want any information from any part. That time they can search through online. They got up to date information in up to that time. So a lot of advantages are also there, but some drawback also there. So we know nowadays our kids or very small kids or big one, they are always in front of the screen. So that is not good for their mental health or their physical health. So okay, that they are in front of that TV, they are only just sit and the TV, then that will leads to become overweight. So they are just in front of that TV, they eat food continuously, they are eating food, but they don't know aware about that they what they eat. They eat like that junk food or like that they were eating. So that will lead to become overweight. So and also we know many cartoons are there, that will the many cartoons are violence, that will attract the child to the uh, that quality, they will attract that the child become violent. So and also they are not going outside, always sitting in front of the TV, they are not exploring the nature, they are not exploring the world, they are not interacting the nature. So that also a drawback of there. And that a language, the language is not developing. That means the TV is not speaking, the TV is not smiling, the phone is not smiling, that is not interacting. So their social skill is not developed, they are not, their language is not developed. So and also they are always in front of the TV. We know some film or like that. In that film, they are using alcohol, they are drinking alcohol. We can show like that. They are smoking cigarettes, like that habits. We can see in that some films. So there is a tendency is coming in that child. They uh, like that the habits. Some child imitating that habits. So we can avoid that type of film or that type of thing. And also okay, so what we can do while avoiding these type of habits, what we can do, mostly we can do, first we can fix a time for watching TV. We can give a limit at least or 2 hours or 3 hours we can limit. Then firstly they didn't obey our order, our information, but that time you can give any reward or gift, then only gradually that will come true. And also we can encourage our kids to outdoor games, outdoor play with their friends, with their friends. And you can give some more activities, like a lot of activities are there, so we can give our kids to a lot of activities. And you can give the reading habits, you can promote, you can encourage our kids to read the books. What is the, you can give also, ask our kids to the importance of reading. So nowadays we know that is vanished, that reading habit is not is in our society, that is vanished. So we can give what are the importance of reading, and you can encourage, you can promote our kids to develop their reading habits. And okay, if they are always in front of the TV, they will become inactive. So they are not moving, they are not doing any exercise. So that will lead to that overweight. And okay, and okay, and my my opinion is that we know we are the role model of our kids. So first we can avoid these phone or TV, like that maximum we can avoid. If we have any need, that time you can take, and that time you can take, and maximum you can avoid that. My home also, my daughter sometimes always using this phone. That time I will ask to her, you can take back that phone. That time you ask me that, oh, my mother always looking that phone. That time she is telling to me. So first we can avoid. We first not avoid. If we have, we need that time you can take, and after that you can take back that phone or TV, and also you can concentrate that bed time. You can go that bed. That time you can take back these type of phone or TV. In bedroom also we can avoid these type of phone or TV like that. So yes, nowadays we are facing these type of problems. So maximum we can avoid these type, these every time using these type of TV and cartoons. Watching TV, cartoon film is not good for a very small kids or teenagers like that. So so that's all, ma'am.
Ah,
Thank you.
Shalini ma'am, super dear. Very
Wonderful, wonderful, Shalini ma'am. Super.
Shija ma'am, please give a musical appreciation to our Shalini ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. മഴത്തുള്ളികൾ പൊഴിഞ്ഞിടുമീ നാടൻ വഴി നനഞ്ഞോടിയൻ കുടക്കീഴിൽ നീ വന്ന നാൾ കാറ്റാലെ നിൻ ഈറൻ മുടി. സൂപ്പർ 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 ശാലിനി മാം, സൂപ്പർ ശാലിനി മാം.
Very good, Shija ma'am. Saliha ma'am, are you there, Saliha ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Can you please explain one of the commandments that is, don't disturb the child when he is concentrating on the same thing or doing something constructive? Can you please explain that thing, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Yeah. It's simply we can say that if you are disturbing a child while doing any activities, or a child is playing something else doing, at that time we are disturbing them, which means we are controlling them. So first of all, we should consider a child as a like a individual. So first of all, we should have an idea about that. So when we try to control over a child, at that time, that child is child reduce his self-esteem. So at that time, he always, if a child is child lose his self-esteem, he always lost his self-confidence level also. So at that time, the child child has less self-regulated. We can simply say that if take an example like that, if a 2-year-old child, she is maybe very interested to do activities like brushing or combing his her hair, or especially the child is very interested to do that bathroom activities, to playing in water. She's very interested to do activities like that. At that time, normally we always I also like that before I control my child. So we always try to control that child to avoid these activities, because we felt that we are loving that child. We have unconditional love to that child. So we help that child, and we just stop that activities. Actually, at that time, the child feel very bad, and child felt that that child felt that child cannot able to do like that. That's why we are controlling over them like that. So when continuously we interfere them,
Yes, ma'am. Did she got disconnect, ma'am? Saliha ma'am? Yes, super Saliha ma'am, very good. Yes, all are completed the attempts, right?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Yes, well done, dears. Very good. Nowadays, you people are talking like an expert. Yeah, I'm really happy with your tremendous growth.
Yeah.
All are did it very nicely. Super well done, dears, and proud of you.